What up? What up?
What it do, good people? If this is your first time tuning in, I'm the G in GNC Sports Talk.
This is the C in GNC Sports Talk.
Gary and Kerry, yours truly.
You already know.
I don't know why this ain't popped up like it's supposed to be. Boom, there it is. Gary and Kerry, yours truly. GNC Sports Talk. What we do it
For the culture.
by the culture.
Because we are the culture. You dig?
#1 sports podcast. Why?
Because our mama said so.
Because our mama said so. Give yourself a round of Give yourself a round of applause for being here.
Yeah, man.
We want to thank you ever so much for tuning in. We got a lot to get to, right? It's a lot of NBA Finals talk, trade talk that we're going to talk about. Not too much football. Really, probably not any, right? It's a lot that's going on with the NBA right now with trades, the NBA Finals, the new champions, injuries, whatever it may be.
Yep.
But before we get going.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, sir?
Man, I can't complain. I can't complain at all. I enjoyed these finals. I'm mad. I'm sad. I'm mad and sad at the same time that the NBA season is over with. Basketball is over with. We want to have live coverage for the NBA draft coming up tomorrow and Thursday. For whatever reason, ESPN decided to have the draft on 2 days. The first round tomorrow and the second round Thursday. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the draft. But overall, we going to talk about the finals. We're going to talk about these trades and everything. But what a time to be alive for a sports fan. What a time to be alive for an NBA fan. I like and don't like some of the trades I saw today, but we're going to get to that.
We're going to get to that.
Yes, sir.
And I'm doing quite perfectly well. Been able to regroup, get some things popping. If y'all notice to the bottom left, sponsored by, we sponsor ourselves, GNC Sports Talk. We will get into that next month on how you can either contribute and or sponsor an episode or a segment. We still working out the kinks. Anyway, before we get going, want to get into the comments and then we're going to get to it because it's a jam-packed episode.
Yes, sir.
First comment coming from Annie's Jackson, Mother Dearly, the one that said this is #1 sports podcast. #1 sports podcast for the marketing department of
Grambling State University.
I'm guessing I can guess what you're going to say next time, which would be #1 sports podcast of the business department. I see what you're doing is levels, is building up to. I feel you. All right. I got you.
And the CIS department.
Okay, City Thunder 225.
We're gonna give them their shout outs and their flowers.
They are. You were right, Black Raiden. Also, happy birthday,
Black Raiden. Big shout out to Black Raiden, man. Hey, big shout out to Black Raiden. Hold on one more time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You done?
Birthday.
Are you done?
It's your birthday.
Okay, you're not done. I'm just saying because these sound effects is loud. Hey, Angelica Jackson, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in.
Appreciate it. We finally found out what it meant. What you said last week. Yeah.
Agree.
Shout out to the kiddos.
And hello, LaShawn Holland. Let's go. Happy Tuesday. Chelsea Kenyatta. I'm never going to get tired of saying it. Oh, you going to sit up there and trump us on levels now. Okay, I got you. You are so welcome, Black Raiden.
Yes, sir.
And
Po up the bottom, man. Hey. I can't say what else I was about to say, but hey, pour up the bottle, the Cueve, the Clico, the Clase, the Rose. You know what to do. Today is your day, brother. Also, if you want to go to another little spot, in Irving, got you, bro.
All right. And lastly, not too shortly, not too truly, if you will, we here at GNC Sports Talk love listening to music, love talking about it, love hearing about it, love all things about it. If you can, like we do at the end of every show, we are going to highlight your music picks before we get to ours, and I apologize for having that on loud.
Yeah, we're going to give y'all our music picks at the end of the episode, and of course, we want to see what you guys are listening to, so if you could put an M by your music pick, make sure you do that so we can shout y'all out, shout out the music picks, and of course, we're going to listen to it. We just music heads over here. You gotta love it.
Yes. Yes, appreciate that, brother.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's go ahead and jump right into it.
Yeah, man.
2025 or 2024, 2025 NBA champions, Oklahoma City Thunder. Let's go to. Let's go.
Gotta mix it in somehow.
Sometime first. Let's start with a clip that we had last week on how we got here and what happened. If y'all will tune into the screen real quick.
I can't stress enough how important games 3 and 4 was for the Indiana Pacers and how much they needed them to win that game and have a comfortable lead. Now the edge is going to Oklahoma City Thunder. Right now, one of my favorite players that I've been watching for Indiana has been Pascal Siakam and also Ben Mathurin from Canada. Both of them just been balling. Words can't express, like, they have been balling. Ben he should get a contract. I've been saying it. If everybody on the Pacers team played like Ben plays or had a confidence like Ben Mathurin plays, they will be leaps and bounds. Like, this will be and this is a competitive series.
Yeah, so we kind of predicted what would happen just based off of what everybody had been saying, things like that, the whole 9 yards. Oklahoma 1-7. It went to 7 like we wanted to. We didn't have the outlook that we needed, but I guess if you want to, we're going to start on the high of it.
Okay.
How did Oklahoma win?
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the supporting cast, Jalen Williams being the second option that he is, and pretty much he was the first option when he scored that 40-point ball in Game 5. He did his thing, and also the thing that will not be remiss by me saying this, their defense is the number one thing that got them to this point. The defense and the play of the bench, and I don't know how a team can go from what they were a few years ago, like Eric Wiggins had said. Today they only won, I believe, 21 games a few years ago, to them going and winning the championship now. They improved drastically. Sam Presti did his thing with the draft picks, drafted correctly, got the right pieces. Everybody played their part. Everybody played their role. They are truly a team. They do have their star player, their superstar player. They have Jalen Williams as an all-star. And again, like I said, they have that bench, the depth. Chet Holmgren, even though he didn't have a good series offensively, he did impact the game defensively. I don't even know, like, even Luke Dort defensively wise, Alex Caruso, Casey Wallace, the unsung heroes of this team, they did everything that they were supposed to. And you saw it throughout this series. Even though a lot of people didn't have them going 7 games, they took care of business like they were supposed to. They were a 68 win team this season. So gotta give my props out to him, man.
Jalen Williams is Black Ratings MVP, and that's not a bad thing.
Not a bad thing at all.
But we know without Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, y'all not winning no title. Also, you stressed on it, and here's another clip from last week on something that I was speaking on, which is defense, and a big reason why they were successful this season, and also all throughout the playoffs, even going into the finals. The Oklahoma City Thunder are proving why majority of people had them as they picked. Not only are they disruptive defensively and are a top defensive team, I won't say all the time like other people because it doesn't look like that, but they are, I guess, top defensive team this year. Sure. When it comes to what they're doing to Indiana, it's not as though they're just smothering them. It's the fact that Indiana is not finishing things as though they should. They have a slow start a lot of times. That had to do with their star.
Boy, my brother been putting in their OT.
Yes, mama, my cap is on backwards.
My brother been putting in their OT.
Yes, my cap is on backwards, mother. Yes. Just to go back to reiterate those points that you were making beforehand that led into the clip for last week and then going in this week, defense was a big reason. Also, just, staying the course. I guess you could stay knowing that their defense is the reason why they made it to this point. Mm-hmm. Injuries played a factor on certain teams that they went against, but also their defense stood the test of time. SGA's performance offensively, getting to the foul line, using these illegal arm reaches that go out. But nevertheless, SGA, arm reaches, push-offs. I don't know. They weren't calling it, so I can call it whatever I want to now. But yes, SGA leading the charge offensively. Jalen Williams having a big game every now and then, or a consistent game. But yeah, they won it. Shout out to them. This was not a hypothesis. This was not a process. This was something that came about through picks, through trades, and stockpiling these picks. SGA came from, and he came to. Yep. CP3 being on that team, being his mentor, if you will, that came to it. So a lot of things led to this. This is a process in the work. Letting you know, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, that if you keep and put your mind to anything, anything is possible.
Anything is possible. Hey, look, and you made great points on that, man. They stayed the course. Sam Presti saw something in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander when he was with the LA Clippers, and it's crazy how one great player got traded, and he hasn't won anything yet. But the team that he got traded, that he went to, they didn't win anything. But what they received was an MVP, conference finals MVP. The lead scoring, he led the league in points per game this season, and also was the finals MVP, and that is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He is greatness. He is everything that you want your point guard to be. Right now, he is a score first point guard, but he gets the job done. I can't speak. And look, despite me picking Indiana to win, I enjoy watching Shai play. Look what he did, what he does in the mid-range game, how he leads his team when they win. He gathers everybody around, during the interview process. They interview him, everybody's around him. He is a team-first player, and they in Oklahoma City has shown us that, I believe, and like I said this a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, before this series started, that the time of the super teams, I think, is a wrap. I think right now a lot of teams will be drafting players, getting a lot of good role players that can come in, contribute, know their role, and most importantly, like I said, play defense, because that's what you're gonna have to do against this team. You're gonna have to play defense, and you're gonna have to score. And unfortunately, Indiana didn't get it done. But hey, that's the next segue.
No, we can go ahead and go into Indiana. The biggest thing that happened, the thing that we all got to really admit, whether you were Oklahoma City fan or not, you were scared in the first quarter, because Tyrese Haliburton came out and did one of these performances that he have every series. He came out and did what he was meant to do.
Mm-hmm.
Be aggressive, be a distributor, and be that superstar in the making.
Yep.
And he popped his Achilles.
Yep, popped his Achilles in the first quarter, I believe the first 7 minutes. And let's give a big shout out to Tyrese Haliburton. I believe he scored more points in that first. He scored more points in that first quarter than Obi Toppin, Miles Turner, and it was somebody else that played. It goes without saying that he scored 9 points. 3 or 4, he hit 3 out of his 4 3-point shots. When Oklahoma City called timeout, he was talking that talk before he got injured, and then boom, we both looked at the game. When we saw when he went down, I was like, "Yep, that's his Achilles." Nobody don't even have to tell me, and nobody don't have to say it's a lower leg injury. It's an Achilles injury. He has been having calf strain injuries. He has been playing through them as well, but unfortunately, this came back to bite him. And I just want to give a big shout out to how resilient he was. I want to give a big shout out to the Indiana Pacers that pushed this Oklahoma City team to 7 games. And I think when it's all said and done, this Indiana Pacers team will be remembered for what Tyrese Haliburton has did during these playoffs. And they also going to be remembered how resilient they were, how they pushed this team to 7 games, and also how they got it done against other teams, New York.
Well, this is the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
The Pacers have an identity. Rick Carlisle is a great coach.
Yep.
They have their, like I said, superstar in the making, because he's not a superstar yet. Mm-hmm. But they have the makings of possibly getting back here add, subtract a couple pieces. You never know what can happen, but he will be out for the foreseeable future. Ain't no telling how long. It may be majority of next season because the injury is coming so late.
Yeah.
The thing that Indiana now has to do is figure out who's going to be next. And people that are next, Pascal Siakam did not get the ball enough in the third quarter, which could have slowed the game down and slowed the bleeding down when they were in striking range. And that's what could have been the difference. So they have to address that. Miles Turner did not show up.
Nope.
TJ, a.k.a. Steve Nash Jr., cannot get it done. I just want everybody that was a TJ McConnell believer that he's the one that can make a difference. No, he makes a difference off the bench when he can get short spurts. He cannot get it done. He is not a Tyrese Haliburton replacer at all.
Yep.
If it ain't with Tyrese Haliburton, the team is not the same. Ben Mathurin is still young, and he could not get it done. He disappeared. He also does silly stuff on defense, too. You know,
it makes you scratch your head sometimes.
Yeah, it definitely does. But both teams very deep. They are showing that if a GM does their job and assembles the right pieces, and you try to make all the rings or all the gems come together, and you try to form your fist to become Thanos, this is what can happen. That's what OKC Thunder are. That's what the Indiana Pacers are in a sense, because they still gave it a game and you just didn't know, and they held their own. But Tyrese Haliburton getting hurt really knocked them out, and that's what that is. And I won't dwell and take anything from OKC to Thunder, but just know y'all was losing that game if he played the whole game.
And I want to say with Miles Turner, he played. As far as the playoffs are concerned, Miles Turner had a heck of a playoff run. He did his thing. When it came to these finals, man, he was not it. The same way I can say that about Miles Turner, the same way I can say that about Chet Holmgren. The only difference between those two, Chet won. But Chet offensively he looked abysmal out there on offense. Like just like I said, he need to start. He need to get in the weight room. Two, he need to start learning how to create his own shot. He had spurts here and there, but he need to improve a lot. But Miles Turner, if Miles Turner played better, especially in Game 4 when they needed it, and of course Indiana don't squander away that 10-point lead going into the fourth quarter, they win that game, and we probably will be talking about Indiana hoisting the Larry O'Brien trophy. But hey, here we are right now.
I'll admit I was scared that Tyrese was hitting 3 of 3, but then God said, "Don't bring God in here, Black." God did not want that to happen. What are you doing?
Hey, hey, Black Ray. Hey, look, it's okay, man. Hey, look, he took care of business for y'all.
Hey, Sade.
What up, Sade?
How you doing, Tanya? How you doing? Hey.
Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday.
It's a happy Tuesday indeed. But no, in all seriousness, this is a great NBA playoffs, a great NBA finals, something we hadn't seen necessarily to this magnitude, especially with two teams that hadn't been there. In this namesake, I'll say, because Supersonics did get here back in the 70s and won. But the Oklahoma City Thunder got here before and lost. And, I mean, technically, they almost lost this one too. But that's neither here nor there. They won. Congratulations, shout out. And then also, one thing that I want to say that I hate that I'm about to see, it absolutely makes me sick to my stomach. We about to see a bunch of cornballs get commercials now from now on. I don't want to see them. I do not want to see SGA, Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams sitting up here talking about
what a girl wants.
Yeah, I don't want to see this corny stuff. Get better marketing needs to go to Oklahoma City Thunder now that they won the title.
Walmart.
No, I'm talking about better marketing for these commercials. Okay. These commercials are trash. What a girl wants, what a girl needs. That was trash. Talking about, we sound pretty good. We can do better. Get out of here.
Don't forget the other commercial where they all wearing the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all wanted them to win so we can get more corny commercials.
Yeah, it is some cornball commercials that they had going on, and those two that you just mentioned and I just mentioned. Yeah, they marketing team need to do a little bit better.
Man, do like they used to do back in the 90s and 2000s. If you can't talk, either get a little bobblehead like they did for your boy, get the little bobblehead to go talk for him.
Oh, Penny Hardaway,
and then if nothing else, man, bring back the silent commercial while they're doing the dribbling. Then you got a message at the end.
Look, I would say you remember the Allen Iverson commercial, Jada Kids rapping, style, all them rapping. Bring that back, man, because.
Well, in order for that to happen, you got to have a lot of good rappers out here. And there's not
and then look, I was just about to say that.
It's not a lot.
It's slim pickings around here, man. Slim pickings.
You can always get the GOAT to come in. Kendrick Lamar can drop a verse.
Yeah.
You stopped it.
Hit the wrong. I know. I hit the right one.
No, you didn't.
Get
you wanted to hit crickets. That's what you wanted
out of
to
here,
hit.
man.
Real quick before we get into it, it was meant for them to win.
He wouldn't have got hurt. Just saying. Hey, man, look.
It was meant for them to win. I want to say this to you too, and to anybody else that listening. When everybody pick up on this and they come back to this clip later, because I will clip this for the shorts. The most clutch player in the NBA ain't Jalen Brunson. It's Tyrese Haliburton.
Yeah, we know. Yeah.
No.
I got you.
Because the most clutch player won against a clutch player.
Well, that's true.
I'm just saying.
Hey, look.
I'm just saying.
It's what it is. Yeah. No. Tyrese took that from him during day series.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, nobody was mentioning until he did that, but he was clutch before then too, just like Jalen Brunson. If you would have said both of them, then I'm cool with it. But they wasn't saying both of them. They was trying to take it from my man, and it's cool though. You know what I'm saying? Because he got to the finals. He did something that Indiana wanted to happen. It's been 20-some years.
25.
You know, wish they could have came back with it, but hey, for all the players that's getting hurt with Achilles, oh my God, it was 8 of them. Total in the season, 3 and 3 going into the playoffs. 4 going into the playoffs, but 3 that happened in the playoffs. Dame, Lillard. Was Aaron Gordon's an Achilles? I know Steph was a hamstring.
Yeah. Aaron was a calf strain as well.
It would have
that would have been a torn Achilles.
Yeah.
And you want to know that the crazy thing about all of that?
Every team that Oklahoma City Thunder faced had an injury happen.
That part and a lot let's see, a lot of the players, Jason Tatum, Tyrese Haliburton, are still under 30 years old. 25, I think Tyrese is 25. Jason Tatum maybe 26. So a lot of that was going on. Me personally, I don't know what to do about it. Now, me personally, I'm just saying this. I love watching basketball. They may do away with the 7 games in the first 2 rounds. You know, best of 5 instead of best of 7. Let's see how that works. I don't think shortening the season going to do anything. I don't want to shorten the season.
I don't know if they're going to shorten the season, but they need to shorten the playoffs.
Yeah, shorten the first or second round. Go and get them out the way. Let the best teams win on that. And you're gonna see a lot. You're gonna see a whole lot better games as well. Maybe the conference finals, you keep that 7, and the finals keep that 7. I forgot the guy that used to work in the NBA, maybe ESPN. He was talking about changing the format back to 2-3-2 as far as the finals is concerned. Keep that trash as well. I don't want to see that. I don't care about seeing that. That has to be the nastiest format for NBA finals. I didn't like it when I was growing up. I for sure don't like it now that somebody came back and mentioned it. Adam Silver, keep it over there. It's done. It's in the past. Keep it in the vault. Don't open that vault. Keep it the way it is right now. 2-2-2-1. That's it.
Well, regardless of what happens, that part don't matter to me. As long as you shorten up these playoffs, if do it by 2 games, the best of 5. Even if you want to have it in the conference finals, I'm okay with that. And then let the finals be 7. Cool.
Yeah.
What should happen, since people talk about errors, Jordan had the 5 games, but they didn't go away with the. They didn't go away from the 5 games until I forgot, like in the 90s or whatever. But throughout the beginning, going 80s, going into the 90s, it was 5 games in the first whatever rounds. Right. And I think you're going to still get the same amount of basketball and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're going to still get good basketball.
It's the shoes they wear. That excuse only works for Zion. Yeah, he called it straight.
Is it the shoes?
Is it the shoes?
Can we honestly say it's the shoes when back when new glasses? Well, can we understand the shoes? If it was back in the day, like 90s, the 80s and 90s, when they was wearing them god awful Converses, and I ain't see not one Achilles tear, anything like that. Now I know Bill Walton had some little.
But if you said it wasn't no Achilles tear back then it might be the shoes.
I don't think it's the shoes. But how can it be the shoes and they playing the Converse? And I think
Did
everybody
they get it out of him back then?
they got boy, man, what? Man, you ain't see Magic Johnson, Larry Bird playing them Converse?
I'm saying, was it a lot of
Converse
injuries?
too? Huh?
Was it a lot of injuries?
No.
So it might be the shoes then.
Yeah, nobody ain't playing.
Hey man, they pulled 8 of them things this
nasty
year.
Converse.
They pulled 8 of them things this year. That means something.
It do, bro. We is not about to play in them Converse.
Ain't nobody saying playing.
That's like somebody going out there and playing in Yeezys.
Ain't nobody saying go play in Converse, but I am saying since Kawhi Leonard's always with the injury bug, it might be the New Balances.
It might be the New Balance, man. I don't know.
Anyway, we're going to get into a few trades before we go ahead and get into our segments.
Yes, sir.
So trades that happen, we already talked about Desmond Bane going to the Orlando Magic. We had Kevin Durant go to the Houston Rockets. And I don't know if you just want to speak on how you feel about it, or does this make them better? I'll take the other half of it, but you let me know.
I'm keeping it band with you. I don't think they do get better. They do get better right now. They were the second seed in this year's playoffs, but what they let go of youth. They did let go of a lot of talent, and I just don't. I can see them going to the conference finals, but after that, I don't know. He is of course, we all know Kevin Durant is a heck of a player. He's going to be mentioned as one of the best scorers in NBA history, but I don't know if it moves the needle because they did this with Jalen Green. They let Jalen Green go, and I am biased. A lot of people, they kind of, a lot of people flip sides on Jalen Green. Me personally, I still think Jalen Green can be an all-star. In Phoenix, I believe he will be an all-star. I think they did. I don't think they should have let him go. I think they should have kept the youth and let him and Amin Thompson continue to grow, continue to get better as the season goes on, because that's all you can do is get better. He is an athletic freak of nature. I will give him that. But as far as scoring, he can score. Now, in the first round, he did have a couple single-digit games. But Amin Thompson did too. At least Jalen Green had a 30-point game. So you got to see a glimpse of what Jalen can do. I don't have, me personally, and we'll come back to this right now. I don't see what everybody else is seeing with Amin Thompson that Jalen Green can't do. I don't see it. It just seemed like I said, when Amin Thompson hit that game, he hit the go-ahead shot against the Boston Celtics this past season. It just seemed like everybody was on the Amin Thompson train, and I just couldn't see it.
Well, what I can say is this: Kevin Durant going to the Rockets, I believe, is the most logical place that he could have went. Him going to Miami didn't make no sense. It wasn't going to make no impact. He didn't want to go to Minnesota. Going to New York Knicks, they didn't want to give up so much. I think they would have gave up Cat, but they would have had to give up other things because Phoenix is looking to get picks and people back.
San Antonio too.
I don't see him going to San Antonio. I don't care who is the head coach there. I just don't see Kevin Durant in the Spurs uniform.
Well, you was backing on him and Wemby having a good 1-2 punch.
I understand that, but I don't see them making that trade and giving up something.
A lot of picks. Yeah, and a lot of.
They're not trying to give up Castle. They're not trying to. So I never saw that. So Houston made sense. Now, even though it made sense, I don't think it should have happened. Kevin Durant is a walking bucket, like you said, one of the greatest scorers in NBA history, and that's before he retires. Yep. I get that. I love that. Kevin Durant is not going to make y'all better than what y'all were with all those young bucks and Dylan Brooks.
Yep.
Right? I don't see it happening. I mean, at the end of the day, you can put more points on the board, but in the West, which is the hardest conference still, it's not about just the points you put on the board. It's about what you can do to make it happen. And I'm not sure what the Rockets plan to do in the draft, but I feel like they had it almost there. And you would have rather tried to draft somebody young or get somebody for cheap that can contribute, a Desmond Bane, right?
Yep.
To be able to go ahead and make that move and not give up so much. I mean, at the end of the day, Kevin Durant, honestly, is every year. The way he fall, an injury happens, something like that, you looking at a player that might not even play that much. And even if he does, who knows what you're going to get, because the West is now defined very much so differently. Dallas don't look the same no more. The Los Angeles Lakers don't look the same no more. The Clippers are as long as Kawhi Leonard is healthy, they are a contender. We don't know what the Phoenix Suns are going to look like since they got picks now.
Yep.
We definitely know that Dallas will be a contender. Don't know what Memphis is going to look like.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know what New Orleans Pelicans going to look like. But the West is far harder, and I haven't even talked about Denver yet.
Yep.
We haven't talked about Golden State, who is going to make a move to sit up there and make Steph last run. Steph and Draymond, I'll be fair to Draymond. Steph and Draymond's last run be iconic. So this move, again, I said it last week. Kevin Durant should have went to Golden State when he had the chance.
Nah, he ain't trying to go back.
I understand.
That old thing back.
I
understand. He trying to get that old thing back.
I understand, but the old thing worked. The old thing worked because you got two of them out of there. It ain't been the same since you left. What they said about Stacey's dad, she ain't been the same since she got off the plane. It ain't been the same since you left and got off the plane to New York. You've been in a toxic turmoil relationship everywhere you've been because it's either not aligned with your philosophy or you just all of a sudden look up and be like, this ain't where I want to be. So I'm not sure what this move does for him.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see, but I don't think this makes Houston that much better.
Yeah.
Other trades that happened there are significant. Your boy Jordan Poole is now a New Orleans Pelican. CJ McConnell has went to the Washington Wizards. My theory on that, Washington is looking to make sure that they have a leader in the locker room. They're looking to be more presidential. They're looking to make sure you hold your hand over your heart because CJ McConnell is the NBA Players Association president. They are looking to build leadership. They're looking to get some draft picks in there. They're looking to build something up and bring a sense of urgency there, but also some leadership. I believe Washington Wizards initiated this.
I hate that too, man. I just gotta say, Jordan Poole, he was. I believe he was meshing well, and I am a Poole guy. I am a Jordan Poole fan. I enjoy watching this game. I believe he was meshing well with that young core out there in Washington. With the Wizards, he did bring a little bit of excitement out there. They, of course, both teams are, but I like the direction that the Wizards was going to, man. I like where Jordan Poole was at. He was being a vet for the young guys, for the rookies, for the young players. He was meshing well. I saw the vision. And I hate to see that they traded him to New Orleans.
Hey, do this for me. Take your glass off real quick. I want you to wipe them off because I think your vision was smirred.
I saw the vision, dog.
They didn't.
Like I saw, like depending on who they got drafted, which we're gonna get. I mean, that we're gonna see what happened with that. But depending on like who they drafted and if they could have made other trades besides trading Jordan Poole, then I think they could have. I think they had something special going on out there with the Wizards, man.
And the thing that the New Orleans Pelicans did that I just still can't wait for them to get rid of one day, they still got Zion Williamson. Like they that is their anchor. That is their Achilles heel, no pun intended. And it doesn't make a difference what moves they make. Zion Williamson will never bring anything to the New Orleans Pelicans other than heartbreak, misery, and injuries. That's all that's gonna happen. And Jordan Poole going there, you might as well say, brother, you better be looking forward to a next contract or a trade. Play your best because you are gonna be the same thing that Brandon Ingram was, CJ McConnell was. They're gonna blame you before they blame him because they put too much money in here and they don't want to admit that they're wrong. They should have traded Zion, and I'm still waiting for them to do that. They need to just restart it. Restart it. It's not gonna work. Last two trades that happened. Jrue Holiday, for Anthony Simons. I think I said his first name right.
Anthony.
To the Boston Celtics, Portland Trail Blazers mix. Boston is blowing up everything, rightfully so, because they have a potential $35 million cap that they're not trying to sit there and pay for. But Jrue Holiday to the Portland Trail Blazers, also Kristaps Porzingis
to the Atlanta Hawks.
Hold on.
Jaylen Brown, beware. Everybody else beware. I just want to say for the record, Jrue Holiday did not want to go to Portland.
No,
I understand your frustration, bro.
Well, Boston had unfinished business because they were trying to prove whether they were, just a fluke or they was a real champion to try to at least go back. Injuries happened, the whole 9 yards. Also, they got very complacent. Kristaps Porzingis to the Atlanta Hawks. Terrence Martin goes to the Brooklyn Nets. Talk about
Brooklyn, yes.
Talk about how they get good players and stuff like that. It's just it's asinine. Like Terrence Martin is to me a heck of a player.
Terrence, man.
Terrence, man. Sorry. I'm talking about the singer.
Terrence Moore, yeah. Terrence Moore, yeah. You talking about yeah.
Terrence Mann, hell of a player, former Clipper.
Yep.
Left. Now he's with Brooklyn. We'll see what happens with that. George Niang, I believe I'm saying his name.
George. Mm-hmm.
He is now going to the Celtics.
And by the way,
and the second round pick.
And by the way, the Nets now have number 8, 19, 22, 26, 27 picks in the first round of the 2025 NBA draft. So I can't wait to see what they're gonna be cooking up. I've been watching this series with Brooklyn on how who they're gonna draft, how they see the players, how they see the players fitting in their systems. I can't wait to see what's going to happen tomorrow. Me personally, I like draft time to see where players going to go, to see what teams going to make the trade. But Brooklyn, let's see what y'all have going and let's see what y'all cooking up. As far as these trades are concerned, who won with New Orleans and with Washington? Who won with the who was it you said got traded? I'm sorry, Portland and Boston.
So when it comes to the Washington's New Orleans, Washington definitely won because CJ McConnell is a proven vet. I believe that's what they're looking for. I know you said Jordan Poole was trying to be, but I believe that they want a real vet that is proven, and he brings a level of notoriety being in Washington. How apropos for him to be in Washington where they can make decisions and things like that. I truly, Boston won for the money aspect, but Chauncey Billups gets a veteran guard that can now mentor the young buck there that we shall not mention names unless you want to, because Scoot hadn't been doing. I mentioned it. Scoot hadn't been really, out there like we thought so. So he gets that mentorship from Jrue Holiday. I just want them to hang on to Chauncey long enough so we can see how this actually matures out. Mm-hmm. And for the love of God, somebody hire Sam Cassell. Every year I say this, somebody hire Sam Cassell. Man, they will not do it.
They try to Patrick Ewing Sam Cassell. Not Patrick, Patrick Ewing.
I just don't know. This is from Mother. Maybe they should have kept Eyebrow Man.
Nope. He was going to leave when free agency came.
He was definitely going to leave when free agency came, but maybe they should have held on to it since for that. Maybe they should have traded their pick back. I'm a proponent for trading back and getting more picks sometimes or players or whatever, just because I know we didn't anticipate this with Zion Williamson, but we just never know. I'm a proponent when people do that.
All right, man, you know what? I gotta I'm gonna give, when we get to the segments, I gotta give a flag on, like these said, like with the trades and everything. This year, as far as trades are concerned,
it hadn't started just yet because usually July 4th is when everything really opens.
I agree.
So not yet. Actually, the fact that some of these moves are happening beforehand is what we don't really see. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't be too bad about it. I forgot to go to Black Raiden's comments. This is the shoes they wore actually protected their ankles.
Man, Nate Bare ankles was out, man.
Draft watch party.
Yeah,
hey, it's tomorrow. I call. We can. I call you afterwards.
Set that up.
I call you afterwards. Yes. And you want to get to the segments?
Oh, yeah. Let's get to the segments, man.
All right. Dang it. It didn't load up like it was supposed to. You like what I did?
I do.
That's like Colin Cowherd.
I do. And we're going right. And with the segments, the first one we're going to get to is Flag on the Play. And pretty much when Flag on the Play is coming up is when we see any players, coaches do anything egregious, whether it's male or female. It's our job as sports enthusiasts to call these players out, these coaches out. So with no further ado, my flag on the play goes to the Phoenix Suns, man. What are y'all thinking, man? Is this an organization that wants to win? Because I don't see it. Y'all gave up Kevin Durant. Y'all got Jalen. Y'all have Jalen Green, and y'all have Dylan Brooks. Y'all have Jalen Green. Y'all have Dylan Brooks. And they got a couple of first round picks. No, if I'm giving y'all Kevin Durant, I need Jalen Green. I need Dylan Brooks. I need Fred VanVleet. I need 4 or 5 first round picks. I need that, man. Y'all just giving away all these. Y'all just giving away players like Kevin Durant for nothing. the same thing goes with the Dallas Mavericks. Y'all gave away Luka for.
Well, no.
I ain't gonna say crumbs on the table, but y'all gave away just crumbs on the table for nothing. Like, bro, what are y'all doing? Like, I don't know what's going on. And lucky for Dallas Mavericks, y'all getting the first round. Y'all getting the first pick tomorrow. But all of this, y'all, none of this, that trade did not make no sense because y'all didn't get what y'all gave up. They didn't get what they gave up. Y'all have to get some first round picks. Y'all gonna have to get a lot in order for me just give away Kevin Durant. Either that or he suit up next season. He go, or we trade him midway through next season and get our picks or whatever. But we ain't just about to give you just Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, and some funky little second round picks. That's a flag on the play for me.
Well, do you think the 10th pick in this year's draft and 5 second round picks, that's not enough?
No.
I'm just saying.
No, it's not. No, y'all need. I need Jalen, Dylan, Reed. I need them.
Houston's not gonna make that trade.
Why not?
Because they giving up too much. They're not trying to give up first rounders like that. They ain't trying to give up their future like the Lakers always do.
Why you gotta put Lakers? What? Man, bro, none of this made zero sense, dog. I just hate. I don't like the way they moving. That's what I'm trying to get at. I don't like the way the Dallas Mavericks, even though I don't particularly care about them. So I was hoping that they didn't get the number 1 pick, even though they did. I don't like the way they was moving, and I don't like the way Phoenix moving right now. I don't like it. I literally do not like it. Boston, y'all wrong for what y'all did to Jrue Holiday. Jrue Holiday, great player. Hey, but again, it's business. Business is business. Business is business. Kristaps Porzingis, business is business. I think low key that Boston trying to tank because Jason Tatum going to be gone for the whole year. I mean, I don't know. They trading away Jrue. They trading away Kristaps. I'm trying to see who else they going to trade.
Well, those are the two they had to get rid of, though.
But at the same time, Anthony Simons is a young player. He can score the ball. Jrue didn't score enough at the enough rate that I think Anthony Simons can. But hey, they got younger. And like I said earlier, great point. They got a lot of cap space as well.
Yeah, $35 million for Jrue. I don't know what it was for Kristaps, but they got rid of it a lot. Oh, you mean the draft party on here? Hey, I'm down. I don't know about him. I'm down to watch
Twitch stuff.
Hey, yeah, you know. Carrier, trash GM.
Carrier is a great GM. When it comes to NBA, now NFL, I don't know. But NBA, I will be a great GM. I probably could be a good GM for the NFL.
Hey, ROB. I'm a good GM when I know who they are in the league.
You gotta prove yourself first.
No. I know some in college, but after, I don't know, maybe the 15th pick, you done lost me. You done lost me. And it's crazy because I sit up here in the NFL and he'd be like, who that is? And I'll tell him, he'd be like, how you know all these people? I have no idea.
Bro, draft prospects in the NBA, I be reading on them a lot. And I watch as well, but with NFL, or I'm sorry, with college football, it's 22 guys out there, man. It's hard for me to keep like a watch on who this person is, like where I be invested with NBA. College, I just be watching and not knowing the players, and I just be watching plays. NBA, I be invested.
It's not as many. I understand. I don't know how I know all this absurd knowledge in my head about NFL or whatever. I'm grateful. I'm working on learning because I know a lot of defensive linemen, but I'm working on learning my offensive linemen because they're a very integral part. But I know a lot of skill position players. And I know a lot of them.
And with that being said, NCAA 2026 coming out.
I know somebody that's watching this is happy to hear that.
I'll still be playing 2025. Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm still be playing 2025, trying to learn everything.
I'm making my return soon. The game, and I got a lot of stuff. I'm getting a lot of stuff knocked out. I'm making my return soon. Anyway, my flag on the play simply is something that I said earlier that I meant, and I really want to mention it again. And I just want to be petty. I do. I call me the biggest hater. I'm trying to be on that Kendrick Lamar hate. I hate the way you walk, the way that you talk, all of it, right? My flag on the play simply goes to Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. It goes to them because I feel like that's the biggest move that need to be made. Also, I do want to throw another honorable mention. Miami Heat. Y'all should have got rid of Tyler Hero when y'all had the chance. Maybe they would have made the destination more attractive to Kevin Durant. But back to the main flag on the play. Zion Williamson is a cancer to New Orleans Pelicans. They had such high hopes, such great potential. They've done so much without their main star.
Mhm.
Honestly, their main star is a black hole, and he sucks up so much to where people can't be who they are.
Mhm.
Hey, Zion Williamson ain't no good assist guy.
Talk that talk.
He's not a good ball handler.
Talk.
He cannot shoot from 8 feet out.
Talk.
Why do you still have him? And for crying out loud, all he do is get hurt. What DJ Khaled say? Another one. That's all he do is get another injury. I'm so disappointed and so sick of seeing them not make this move. Man, take the risk. You will not regret it. You ain't gonna be no worse. All y'all do is kind of make it into the playoffs every year. You kind of. No, I'm just saying. I'm saying with hopes. With they made the playoff 1 year. They made the playoff. But I'm just your hope is to make it to the playoffs every year. They gave everybody a bonus with the play in, and y'all can't even do that. Like Ja Morant was out for the beginning of the year, and they still made it. The flag on the play goes to New Orleans Pelicans and Zion Williamson. Both of y'all get it equally. I wish I had two of them to throw, but just act like it's one in his hand. It's a flag on the play for that.
Well, the good thing is, if I ever want to go to New Orleans, I can always see Jordan Poole.
Here you go.
So, hey, look, I'm gonna keep saying, hey, Jordan Poole, just go on YouTube, watch Jordan Poole in Washington, and you won't see. But hey.
Not investing in college football is crazy.
No. I'm investing in college football.
But you're not gonna buy the new one. That's what he means.
Well, I miss me with that, bro.
The deep dive dropped today.
All right.
Oh God, he about to be reading all up on it. All right, go ahead, dog.
All right, so we have when life comes at you fast, and pretty much when life comes at you fast is when you're getting ready to get on a helicopter or that plane, and you have your parachute, and you're on cloud 9, cloud 10, cloud 13, cloud 15, and you jump off that helicopter or that plane with your parachute, and it don't work. This is the sound that it makes. All right, so this goes to, and I don't know if anybody has been following this, but Ace Bailey. This goes to Ace Bailey when life comes at you fast. Now, we've seen what just happened with Shedeur Sanders. He was talking that talk. If you don't want to pick a franchise quarterback, don't pick me. You know what I'm saying? Ace Bailey has not worked out for any NBA team. He is slightly regarded as one of the best prospects in this draft class, rightfully so.
Shout out to Rutgers.
He did go to Rutgers. Shout out to Atlanta. He from Atlanta, Georgia. He did go to Rutgers, and he don't want to play for Philadelphia, but he doesn't mind playing for the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't mind playing for the Washington Wizards and a couple more organizations. But I believe he has gone about this the whole way wrong. To say that you ain't even the best player or the best prospect in this draft class says something. Cooper Flag did not ever do nothing like this. And that's Cooper Flag. He is the number one draft. He is the number one pick in this draft. Cooper Flag ain't even did what you did. And he the number one pick. Cooper Flag is arguably where he is considered, or he is the best player, or was the best player in college basketball this past season. And I hate Duke, but I gotta give props to where they at. He dominated college basketball, and he went to go work out for teams. What make you think you can't do it? The greatest players in the world that has ever played in the NBA has worked out for teams. What make you think you can't do it? I don't know what's going on in his head. Sharif Cooper's pops is his agent. That may be where it's all going on wrong, but he went about this whole process horribly. If you want to make your mark first. Get drafted first. Again, I said this with Shedeur Sanders, and I can say this about any college player, whether it's men's or women's college football, whether it's men's, it don't matter. The professional teams or the professional organizations do not need you. They don't need you at all. Philadelphia don't need you. The NBA does not need you. They have plenty, as we can see, just like we saw. They have plenty of Ace Baileys around, 6'7" players that can play. They have plenty of those players. This is not how you make your mark. This is those red flags that everybody be talking about. This is a red flag. I don't know what he got going on in his head. What make you think he don't have to work out for no teams? But if we start having these conversations with teams or the NBA not drafting Ace Bailey after tomorrow and Thursday, I don't want to hear another word about they being racist. Owners don't want owners being racist. I don't want to hear none of that. Them owners want to win. And they'll do what they have to do, and they may draft him, then again, they may not. But, again, they don't need him. The NBA don't need Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey needs the NBA. And that's when life comes at you fast.
Nice.
Appreciate it.
Nice.
Nasty work, by the way. Ace, nasty work.
All right, I am going to get to my money shot. My money shot is something that I want you to remember, something that you cannot forget when you hear it, if you see it, whatever it may be. Come back and listen to the whole episode because we dope or whatever. And here we go. I don't listen to it. I actually heard it this time. This week's money shot goes to the Pac-12 is back on the come up, baby. They got their new TV deal. It actually got renewed, which sickens me for why y'all couldn't get it done before.
Okay.
But now the Pac-12 is coming back. They're looking for one more team to come.
Oh, okay.
And they had a new TV deal. Now, as far as this year, I think it's still the same teams that was in the last year.
It ain't number 2.
So they do have quite a few teams coming. They are looking for the last team to at least fill it up to make it 8 teams, which that'll be the Texas State or I think they was looking at Tulane, but I doubt that happened.
Huh?
Yeah, they looking to sit up there and add one more team.
Pac-12 is Pac-12. Keep it on the West Coast, not the South.
It doesn't work like that no more. The Big Ten ain't the Big Ten no more. It ain't just Midwest, it's West Coast now too.
Lord have mercy.
Yep.
They might as well go and get UTEP or UTSA or, El Paso. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all get one of them teams. Get somebody like West Texas. Very, very West Texas, man.
Well, here are the teams that are confirmed.
Okay.
Pac-12 now it had Oregon State and Washington State before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Washington State, where Cam Ward number 1 pick went, just in case y'all don't remember.
Yep.
Before he went to Miami. They also have, these are the new members: Boise State, Colorado State, Fresno State, San Diego State, Utah State, Gonzaga, for basketball purposes because they not.
True.
And they are looking to go ahead and round it out, like I said, to get. You mentioned UTSA, that's one of them potentially. Memphis or Tulane, they're looking to get one of them to go ahead and get this whole thing settled out. So Pac-12 will be back. It'll never be the same again, but let's see if it's better because some of these teams are really good. They on the come up. So let's just see.
Yeah, Lord, all these college. These Power 5 schools realignment is going crazy.
That's crazy. All right. So that is it for us with our segments. Thank you all so much. One more time before we get to it, you can still submit it. We were a little lackadaisical today, so forgive me. What are you listening to? In the comments, if you will, put an M next to the artist, album, or song, whether it's new, something borrowed, something blue, rap, reggae, moringa, whatever it may be. Put it in the comments. We want to make sure we highlight that we're about to get to that. Any last parting words before we get to the picks? Because we not behind, but we right on time.
Yeah, we right on time. I just want to say, like I said, I can't wait to see the draft tomorrow. We might do a Twitch.
I'm with it.
Yeah, or we could just go out, check it out. Go to a little spot if you want to. Can we do it out there now? Well, we'll see. But again, everybody, if you want to take a look at the NBA draft, see where the players going to go, see what trades going to happen, I highly suggest you take a look tomorrow, especially tomorrow, to see where these picks going to go, see where these players going to go. That's in the NBA draft. I can't wait to see it. And then, of course, after that, we going to get the NBA, not the draft, but NBA Summer League. I'm sorry. We're going to have the NBA Summer League. So, I can't wait to see that, see some of the players, see how they play, see some up-and-comers, see some players that's already on rosters that need to prove themselves to the GMs and the coaches. But, hey, that's what I'm looking forward to. I can't wait. thank y'all for taking a look at us. You know, hey, we appreciate you.
All right, and we're gonna go ahead and get to the music picks this week. First up from Miss LaShawn, we have Heaven by Anthony Davis.
This one's for T Nisi. Go ahead. Go, mama.
Crazy for Me by Coco Jones.
Okay. A woman right
Ever since Let It Shine, I said she was gonna be a star.
I ain't never watched Let It Shine.
I did. It was a good movie.
Okay.
Everybody hates Chris. He was coming into his adulthood before Abbott Elementary. I liked it. It's a good movie.
Well, he's doing a little corny. Let me stop.
I mean, hey,
it's Disney.
Don't run away from the truth. Because I wouldn't. It's a good movie, man. It's a good movie.
Man, you don't go on somewhere.
I swear it was a good movie.
You don't go on somewhere.
Hey, it was a good movie. Your Smile by Renee and Angela.
Okay.
All right. I see you. No, for real, it really was a good movie. You can hate all you want to, but it was a good movie.
Bruh.
Before we get to our picks, if y'all want to, please submit. We'll go ahead and highlight those.
Yep.
I want to say once again, because we just crazy enough to do it, we are sponsoring our own podcast.
Yeah, man. Look,
this is sponsored by G&C Sports Talk. Yours truly, twin duo, favorite sports podcast out there, number one sports podcast. Why?
Because our mama said so.
Because our mama said so. All right, what do you have for us, good sir?
All right, so the first one I have is a West Coast artist, RJ, Mr. LA, with another West Coast artist, Joe Moses, and Nice Ramen. And the next one I have, low-key throwback, Ab-Soul featuring J-Rock, Gutter. I ain't gonna lie, J-Rock. All I can say is J-Rock. J-Rock go hard, man. No Diddy. But J-Rock, he one of my favorites. I ain't gonna cap.
Why are you mentioning this? Okay. And then mine is really spelled like this. Child, Count Me Out. I actually heard this off of a show.
Okay.
It kind of hit a little different.
Okay.
And then 8Ball, this is a new one. This came out like a couple of weeks ago or last week, something like that. 8Ball, 100 Live.
8Ball lost the weight.
No, that picture I seen, he looked.
He still looks the same.
Maybe he's smaller, but I mean, he still got it on him. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, me too, man. Hey, one of the greatest that come out of South, man, out of Memphis.
Yeah, out of Memphis. Child, Count Me Out, and 8Ball, 100 Lives. I said lies, but you know I'm country, so
yes, sir.
Shoot me, don't shoot me. All right. This computer should be tripped. There we go. Okay, we moving now. All right, here we go. Couple more picks. Crazy About Me, Ken the Man. Okay.
Never heard of him before.
Have you?
No.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna go listen to it. And
singing, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Don't run away.
Oh, by the way, I gotta give a big shout out to LSU for beating Coastal Carolina to win the championship. The championship hater.
Nobody can hear you. They still didn't hear you. Go ahead, man.
Hater, man. Shout out to LSU for winning.
It's like you cursing in my ear.
Shout out to LSU for winning the championship. Baseball men's championship. Y'all did y'all thing.
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3 as well. Did they go undefeated or Coastal Carolina? I think LSU. No, Coastal Carolina had a 26-game winning streak until LSU had knocked them off, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Coastal Carolina did their thing.
Yeah,
up and coming school in general.
Yeah, Coastal Carolina. Plus, they ain't gonna cap. Their jerseys are fire.
They got a cold.
They got a cold jersey, man. Just like them in Boise State, they got their jerseys cold, but it wasn't cold enough to be LSU. So hey, shout out to LSU.
Now, how's she gonna tell me to leave the volume alone?
Leave the volume alone, Gear. You heard your mother.
I will not leave this volume alone.
All right, man. All right.
Other than that, man, thank y'all for tuning in. I forgot to do this at the beginning. One of my favorite things. Let me go ahead and do it right now. If you can, if you knew, if you locked in, you a repeat offender, new person, new viewer, new subscriber, bot, whatever it may be. Everybody do this. Yes, that is like, subscribe, and share. Most importantly, do all three if you can. If not, do a subscribe.
Yeah,
You'll find out everything. Hit the little bell. I need to do a video so everybody can see how to do that. But anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in. We thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. Any parting words?
appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Love y'all. Keep the same energy going. You know what I'm saying? Give a big round of applause for y'all. A round of applause for y'all. We appreciate you. But hey,
Cheers.
and another one. Shout out to y'all, man. This is GNC Sports Talk.
All right. Yes, this is GNC Sports Talk. Where we do it
For the culture.
by the culture.
Because we are the culture. You dig?
#1 sports podcast. Why?
Because our mama said so.
Because our mama said so.
Love you, mama.
Love you. Thank you. Take care and all that good stuff.